So, on it, because the test is multiple choice, your work doesn't count. It's your final answer. So the way you get your final answer could change. So like for this one, I had solved x squared equals 81. Now I personally took the square root of those sides. Somebody earlier today had it factored, and then they said the factors equal to 0. So, or you could do quadratic formula. You have choices, it's just getting to that right answer. If you just said positive 9 but not negative 9, you would get it wrong, because again, multiple choice, right? It's both plus or minus 9. Okay, for graphing, it's multiple choice. So can you get a graph to match the graph? Like if I gave you the equation, can you find it on the graph? Could you find it from a choice of graphs? So if A is positive, the graph opens up. If A is negative, the graph opens down. The C value is your 1. And then you find H and K if you need to. That's fine.
Can you go over how we find H and K?
So H is negative B divided by 2A. So in this case, B was negative 6. So it's like minus a minus 6 to become positive 6. And then divided by 2 times A is 1.
And then K.
You plug in H.
And then, just for like graphing it, I thought we had to do like a table or something, and I was confused.
So,
How?
which, again, it's multiple choice, right?
Right.
So if you can find the vertex and the y-intercept, you'll be able to match it on the graph.
Okay.
Because it's multiple choice. Yes. Yes. So like, I'll give you the equation and you have 4 graphs to pick from. So do you understand? Like, it's A positive, it opens up. So like, 2 graphs are probably going to open up and 2 are going to open down. So you automatically like have a 50-50 shot if you know that.
Right. Okay. I think that was really.
You have a bio-created inside.
Okay.
That burns.
Yeah.
First of all, I have 2 questions. First one, why do you have bio-created?
This is my baseball bag and I needed it.
And 2, how did you get it in your eye?
I was looking for the mean hour and there was some on my backpack. It's in my eye.
Alright. Number 21. If you have a quadratic and you like quadratic formula and I'm giving you the formulas on the test and it says solve the quadratic formula works every single time. I will say, like, the back of this is factoring. There are quite a few factoring between the 60 questions. So make sure you know how to factor. So that's going back to our Magic X days. That's going back to our difference of squares, perfect square trinomials.
Oh, I didn't group any of mine. My pencil's gone. The one time I have one, it's gone.
I don't know.
And I have 5 crazy times.
I'm not even
Does that remember?
Let's see.
Yeah. It's like,
So like on the test, it's not gonna say like 5 factor or like with the quadratic formula. It's just kind of gonna be however.
If it says solve, yeah. So like these ones were solved by factoring.
Right.
Because I will tell you, there are questions that just say to factor it. So I made this part of the review solve by factoring because it forced you to factor it and then solve. But yeah, if it's a quadratic, it's just going to say solve, and you could do quadratic formula, you can factor. Like at that point, it's your choice. Because I'm not checking your work. It's, you're writing down the letter of the answer. So for factor by grouping, it's the first 2 terms, and then the last 2 terms, and the GCF.
Okay, and then find your answer.
Yeah. Many of you felt that Delta Math helped you more than like the packet. Okay.
100%. Because like, I like how if you get it wrong, it shows you solving steps.
Yeah, that's what I try to do. That's why I like Delta Math.
I was so happy you did the study hour.
At the same time, you could do fun.
Study hour.
There too.
Technically, you could have done that from a review packet. You still have to copy it all down.
Yeah, so still got the answers though. So like, I guess Photomath is like kind of a good thing at the same time as a bad thing.
I would say if you use it correctly,
Yeah.
then like if you got to number 25A and you're doing this packet at home and you have no idea how to do it, and you pull up Photomath on your phone and it shows you the steps, well, if you want credit from me, you had to write it all down. So just the process of copying it from the Photomath app to your paper is going to help you more than leaving it blank.
Yeah, that's fine.
You don't have my voice in your head telling you how to do it, but it's no different than when I stand at the board and do examples with you.
Yeah.
So I would say, like, if you use Photomath correctly, then it's a tool, not a negative. I know it's out there. I can't get rid of an app. So, like, use the app correctly.
There's another one, I just
Mr. Brown, I will admit, I do Photomath sometimes, not all the time.
Yeah, mine.
I won't just like write the answer, like I'll like pay attention and look like, because there's the solving steps. And
That's what I say. If you hit the solving and you copy those steps, you're benefiting.
yeah, and I'll
If you just write the answer, which I don't give credit for on the homework, so I only give the half credits.
yeah.
Chris, that ain't even cat, bro. That's helmet.
What?
You're lying, so am
No,
I.
I'm not. I don't use
Put it
Photomath.
on your mom.
I don't use it all the time. I use it sometimes.
But when
I'm aware every student in this room has probably used some sort of app to help them. It's okay.
on the Delta man, I'm a discriminant calculator.
Wow.
Because I didn't know
Simplify the following.
how to plug it into my calculator. Because of the plus minus.
So I tried to add on there like hints with foiling. So if it's a binomial times a binomial, you have to foil. I sort of skipped this step in 20 and with the 32 making 16 a 4. I forgot to like show that it's 4 times 5. So I like wrote my 4 up in the corner. Are we okay? Simplifying, this is like the most recent chapter. This is chapter 6. So distributing negatives, making sure you divide each term. If you multiply the same variable together, you add the exponents. Multiplying the same variable means you add the exponents. If you get a division, you want to use synthetic. If it has a power of, or a coefficient of 1, has coefficient higher than 1, you have to use long division. I'm not even sure how does that mean on your final. I don't think I made you do a long division.
I forgot about them. I didn't do any of that. I forget, like, I just heard that on the.
And behavior, if I give you a graph, can you tell me what the graph is doing? If I give you a graph, can you tell me what's happening? Is it even? Is it odd?
Is part 2 of the Delta math doing one
Yeah.
before class?
I think it's the same. It's like 12:20-ish again.
Okay.
Like I gave you the whole QRT.
Well, I'm calculating.
Yeah, we do.
There's the 2 hours.
Congratulations.
But that's what I mean, the 2-hour QRT. Like, I made it that if you didn't do your Delta Math at home, you have the 2-hour QRT.
I don't know, I did mine in English. And then watch.
And then, do you understand function composition? Do you understand adding? And mainly, can you plug in numbers? Like, can you plug in a number and get a number? Can you plug in a number and get a number? And then if I asked you to find, like, two different numbers for the same function. Yeah.
Can you do one of the ones where it's like, I forget what it said, but it said, you have two equations and you have to find y and x.
Like where they intersect?
No.
The solution?
Yeah, because don't you do
That's where they intersect.
y equals, and then plug y in, and then find x, and then plug x back into y?
Yep.
Alright.
So like X, well that was a bust. I'll do it up here so they can see it too. I'll do it on there. Down at the bottom, now I had a goof up. I made part D the same as part I. I meant to say G of F, not F of G. These aren't both linear, are they?
Are we gonna have to name on the final?
So, only thing, yes. Yeah. So, like, do you remember your classifying? Can you name them? So, like, that was one of the other ones, like, number, example C, that has 3 terms. 3 terms is a trinomial. 2 terms is a, 1 term is a, 4 more terms is a, okay, degree 0 is a constant. Degree 1, linear. Degree 2, degree 3, cubic. Degree 4, quartic, with 4 quarts in a gallon. And then degree 5, and then anything beyond 5 is 6, 7, 8.
What did you say there was one term again?
Linear. Alright, so the problem you asked me about, Will, would be like, okay, what if I had, let me see if this looks me right on here. I need a whiteboard.
You should text him. Can I say something? Can you take us to this? Asking
Yes. I have 10 minutes, right? I need these changed bills. It really messes with my head.
Oh,
Can I answer?
Here it comes.
something happening.
Well, by the way, please stay Kirk.
Yeah, Kirk has it for neighbors. He came into my street the other day and said, Altoona, we're neighbors. I said, oh, we are. And he said, yeah, we should live on some lines. He said, so do I. I said, okay, you're right. He said, oh, we're all. I was like, okay.
I'm
I'm gonna egg his mom.
Yeah, that's my mom. I buy stuff every single
225.
Yeah.
I think this is all. Hey, no.
What?
We're looking for
Amber Heard.
Who's that?
You know who Amber Heard is?
What's the name of the show?
Well, it sounded like you said she heard it, like as in like an Amber from here, not like actual Amber Heard. Alright, whoa, y plus x equals 11, and 3x plus 2y equals 20. This is gonna maybe be gross, I made it up. So, you have 2 choices, guys, to solve this problem. One choice is,
Substitution.
the other choice is, okay. Personally, it really doesn't matter. If you're going to do elimination, you'd have to multiply the top one. If you're going to do substitution, you'd solve the top one. So, which way do you want to go?
Y equals negative x plus 11.
Alright, so let me ask y equals negative x plus 11. And then you take that and you plug it in for y here. Now you solve for y. Then you go back, plug that in, and solve for x.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
I probably just got you.
So that's substitution, and then if you did elimination, I would multiply this by -2, so my y's canceled. So you have negative 2x minus 2y equals negative 22. Then you get x equals negative 2. And then plug back in to get y.
So the negative 6 was 2y equals 20.
It's 13.
Exactly.
All I've been here.
Why is that box so perfect?
I know, right?
I don't know.
When you connected them, it like straightened them out.
It does.
Wow.
I was gonna say, I didn't draw it that perfect.
I saw this thing that was like a
So
certain.
do you think if I do a circle, it'll make it a circle?
I love that. Is there anything on that?
But I mean,
Circle.
it's like a,
Oh, that one's scaling.